Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Good Niger Gal. I'm live with eventually Spider-Man 2. We're going to be talking a little bit about my Black History Month feature today, which is related to Black-owned video game studios. So before we begin, make sure you follow me on Twitch, on X, so you know when I go live, and on sit back, relax, strap yourselves in, we're about to get going. Alright, so first of all, as I said, we are going to be spending each stream in February talking about the contributions of Black people in video games. I changed that and I don't know why it's not saved. Anyway, if you use the command !Feb18, you'll be able to see today's feature. Which I still don't know why the first command isn't redeeming with an alert, and I'm still working on how to fix that, but you are first. Welcome back to Asaroth, and thanks for your support coming today. We're just about to get into the feature around Black-owned video game studios for Black History Month. First thing I wanted to share with you is a new report by GamesIndustry.biz. And this is the Oh, you're in Monster Hunter again? Oh my god, this guy. Today we're talking about Black-owned video game studios, and I actually wanted to share this new report that came out earlier this month by GamesIndustry.biz. They've done their Black Voices Progress Report, and this is not just a report, this is like a whole section of their website dealing with the experiences of Black game developers. I mean, again, Witcher, you know what I mean. Of Black developers in the video game industry. So the actual report itself is available here for you guys to download. And what they've done throughout this month is they've had different articles talking about the experiences of Black game professionals. Just a couple of stats here. Even though Black people make up 13% of the US population, according to their latest Game Developers Conference survey, Black people make up only 3% of the games industry. But even so, even with that small number, they're providing amazing contributions and doing amazing work in the industry. So you can read through their website about the Black game industry report. The first feature that they did was an interview with Curtis Baxter, who's at Cliffhanger Games, and that's the title. That's the team that's developing the Black Panther game for EA. They have more reports or more articles. For example, apart from Curtis Baxter, they talk about building a career on Adair with Danielle McCrae, Make Yourself Undeniable with Del Walker, a Black QA tester's perspective, and the power and granting access to the gaming industry with Adana Ned. So that's an Igbo girl, a good Igbo girl. So read that article first, okay? Okay. Anyway, I thought that would be an interesting read for a lot of you as well, because I know in addition to playing games, I know a lot of people in my audience like to want to learn about game development, game testing, other aspects of game design and stuff like that. So here you can see perspectives from Black people in the industry. One of the studios that I wanted to showcase is 3D Dojo Studios. And this is a community-driven gaming studio. In my time developing, developing material for video game accelerators, I've noticed that a lot more video game studios are taking the cooperative route, trying to move, like, especially independent game studios. They're trying to move away from the like top-heavy, big corporate type of construction or structure, and have a more collaborative approach to working as a game studio and building games. So 3D Dojo is actually a community-driven game development studio, and it's really interesting because they want people to work with them in the community, helping to contribute to their games. They have... Oh, hi Wetoza, no problem, thanks for the alert. They have people from all walks of life in terms of the video game talent, so you can actually hire them to help you out with your games. Thanks for shouting him out, Witcher. They actually have a couple of games coming out soon. One of them is called The Paperboy. This is going to be their first title published by the studio. So take a look at them and look out for that game when it comes out as well. The next studio I wanted to share is another interesting one that I came across. These guys are called New Challenger, and they're actually led by former devs of Rockstar Games. It's led by Sean Alexander Allen. They have a series called Beatdown City, Treachery in Beatdown City. I like the art style. It has a bit of like anime feel to it. I would definitely have a look at them if you are interested in a kind of like fighting style games. They've done other projects as well. They want to broaden gaming culture. So I think they're another interesting studio. And these are studios you might not have heard of. Here's one that you may have heard of. Independent developer Aerial Knight. He recently released the game Aerial Knight's Never Yield, which is an endless runner. It's a really interesting game that was published on EA, and you might have seen this because it was on PlayStation and a couple other platforms. In fact, I know Adobe's, I think, tried to get the platinum for this. I don't know if she did, but they've recently updated the game as well. So if you have played it before, it's a good time to go back to it. I like this guy because he's like a really sincere type of person. He's very active on X, so if you look at his feed, he's a great advocate in the gaming community. And apart from Never Yield, he's also made Murder the Reaper, Cleek, and he actually has another game coming up. What I didn't know is that he also worked on Jet the Far Shore, which is a PlayStation exclusive, and he also worked on Dot's Home, which was a game I think I mentioned earlier this week as well, or last week. So those are 3 Black-led gaming studios I thought you might want to check out, but also I really want you to have a look at the gamesindustry.biz Black Voices Progress Report to see the state of Black developers in the industry. Well, thanks a lot for listening to that. If you guys want to check out my features from earlier this month, you can also type !Feb and the date that you're looking for. So from February 13th on, when I've been featuring contribution of Black people in the gaming industry.